Hi, welcome to another video. Today I'm on the Middle Trent. This particular stretch is quite new to me. It's a new club ticket for this season. Now I have been down here once, actually on the opening day of the season, but I barbel blanked, so I had a couple of bream and a chub and that was it. So yeah, so this is only my second visit to the stretch, so I'm yet to actually catch a barbel here. So it's very quiet actually. I can't see any other anglers at all, so looks like I might have the whole stretch to myself, which is maybe worrying, but we'll see. I'll show you the swim I've selected. So this is the swim. It's quite a nice open swim actually. It's almost like a double swim. So the river sort of comes round a bend up there, and then so there's a nice bit of flow on this inside here. So I'm probably going to end up fishing one rod not too far out, sort of down here somewhere, because there's a nice flow, and stick the other one probably out in the middle, just to hedge my bets a little bit rather than having them on the same line. I think I'm going to split them, one on the inside and one probably out in the middle. So that's probably going to be the plan. The deep has already gone through. I've got around 7 or 8 foot. It does vary slightly, but it's around 7-8 foot pretty consistently. So so not a bad depth considering the river's pretty low. It's obviously summertime and we've had some warm weather and the rivers are quite low. So yeah, that's not a bad depth. So I'm hoping there might be some barbel around, but I guess we'll find out when we get the rods out. Right, I'm going to get myself set up and then I'll be back to speak to you in a bit. Cheers. Well, we've got something on the end. Doesn't feel particularly big. Just going to pass that rod under that one. We can get down here. It's not pulling back a little bit, but yeah, it's not going to it's definitely not going to be a big barbel. Oh, shit, nearly went in the water. That would have been amusing on camera. What's it going to be? I think it's going to be a very small very small, I don't know if that's a roach or a chub yet, but it's hopefully you can see this on the camera. Yeah, small chub. Right, there we go. Small chub. I'm not even sure that's a pound, but there you go. It's the first fish of the session. Off it goes, hopefully to grow bigger. See you later. Yeah, I think we've got something on here. We have indeed. I would suspect it might be similar to last time. Or is it? There we go. Second fish. It's another chub actually, isn't it? Oh well. There's definitely a few fish about, but they all seem to be small chub at the moment. I guess that's better than nothing. So we don't go in the water. Here we go, Mr. So we've been fishing an hour now. I've just had those two very small chub. This is the rig, fairly standard, running lead. I think it's 3 ounce, couple of feet, maybe 2.5 feet of fluorocarbon, size 10 hook, 15mm boilie, and a small PVA bag. That's it. 1.75 test curve rod. This is the one that I've had both chub on. This one's going out in the middle, and this one's down to my left. Nothing on the left hand one yet. There we go, back out. Just need something a bit bigger now. So this is the left hand rod, again running 3 ounce lead, fluorocarbon hook length, size 8 hook on this one, size 16 boilie and PVA bag. So pretty much similar setup to the one, just a bigger hook and bigger bait. Right, this one's not going out so far either. This one's just a little gentle lob on this inside line. Looks like we've got a boat. Hopefully it's on the other side. That's it. There we go. Cruising down the river on their boat. Right. Fingers crossed for some more fish. For sure we got a fish on this one. We have another fish. Let's take that right there. I suspect it's going to be a similar size to the ones we've had already, but definitely doesn't feel very big. There we go. It's another very small chublet, I think. Yeah, another small chublet. There we go, hook comes straight out. There we go, another small chublet. Third one already. I was just about to start videoing a sort of just before dark summary when the rod went off. Right, let's get this one back. There he goes. Right, back to the summary. Well, it's now, where is it? It's 8:10. Oh, got a fish on. This certainly went off at quite a rate and does not feel like a 1 pound chub. In fact, I'd be very surprised if this isn't a barbel. Getting close. It's not too keen though. It's not too keen. I think it is a barbel yet. And it's in my net. In the net. Well, that's a very good start, isn't it? First barbel off this stretch of the Trent. It's not even dark yet. I just went back to doing the sort of pre-darkness sort of summary video, and I've still not finished it because both rods have gone off now. Right, so let's give that a rest and then we'll have a proper look at it. Right, well here's that fish. This one was a barbel. So after those 3 chub, we finally have a barbel. 8 pounds 6. Not a bad fish at all. Put up a good fight. But now it's on the bank. We're just getting to dusk. I think sunset is basically now. So I think it's going to start to go dark from now on. So yeah, lovely fish. First barbel from this section. So yes, here it is. Right, let's get it back, get the rods back out. So here's that barbel. It's been resting now for probably 5 minutes and it looks like it's ready to go. So we'll let it go. Come on, there you go. Send us your big mama. Well, thanks for coming. Right, so that's twice now as I've been trying to do this sort of summary before darkness video that the rods have gone off. So there's no rods out now, so we won't get disturbed again. So the first one went and it was another small chub. The inside one's just gone and that was a barbel. That's 8 pound 6. So that's a good start as it's just about to get dark. So 4 fish so far in what, just over 2 hours. So that's not bad going. And I think I was saying before I got rudely interrupted by the bite alarms. There's been quite a lot of line bites on both rods, so there's been quite a bit of fish activity, so I'm quite hopeful for tonight, even more hopeful now. So I'm going to get the rods back out, get the isotopes on, fresh bait and get them recast ready for darkness. So hopefully I'll be seeing you later with a few more fish. We have a fish on. Let's take you under that one. That's a bit of a dodgy step down there. We're definitely in again. Not sure now where we are with the other one, but there's the fish. Chubby. I think we're okay on that other one now. I think we managed to get it round. Well, that looks looks a bit better, that chub. Right, give it a minute or two and then we'll get it out and have a proper look. Right, well here's that chub. It's a cracking chub. Look at that, 5 pound exactly. That's a whopper, that is, isn't it? Beautiful chub. 5 pound exactly. Right. Gonna get that rod back out then and see if there's anything else out there willing to bite. Right, well here's that chub, all ready to go. A good old rest on there, Mr. Chub. There he goes. Yep, we have a fishy on a little lishy. Yep, in again. Same rod. Taking a liking to these 15mm. Right, get the net ready. Here it comes. I'm guessing it's another, is it another chubby? Or is it even a bream? Ow. Is it a bream? It's a bream. Suppose we'll expect a bream at some point. I would say we've probably got another bream on the end of here, which is a bit of a pain because I've literally only just put it back from the last one. Ooh. I've literally just put this back, sat back down, and it's gone again. And I'm guessing it's going to be another bream, the way the bite was going. Which of course is not really what I'm after. Yeah, it is another bream. Come on, Mr. Bream. Ooh. There we go, in the net. Another bream. It looks like about the same size. Right, we'll get this unhooked and get it back and get the rod back out. And we might have a bite. Yeah. I'm guessing it's going to be another bream. Here we go again. Here it comes. In it goes. Another bream. Let's have a look. Yeah, maybe a bit bigger, but I'm not going to be weighing it anyway. I'm just going to unhook it and put it back. So, right, well, we've literally just put this rod back in within, I'd say within about 2 minutes. It's gone again. I'm not exaggerating when I say literally 2 minutes. I'd barely sat back down in my on my bed chair in my brolly shelter when it went again. I actually did weigh that last bream in the end just for curiosity. It was £5. I'm guessing this will be another one. Oh no, this one's a chub. Oh well, it's a bit better than a bream at least. Very lively chub. Okay, well we'll give that a quick rest and then we'll have a proper look at it. Right, here's that chub. Not a bad fish actually, £4 7/8. Not quite as big as the 5-1, but still another nice fish. I mean, fish are coming thick and fast at the moment. Can barely get that rod out before it's gone again. So this is what, 5 chub? Is it 4 bream or 3 bream? Can't remember now. I've got it written down, and the barbel. So yeah, nice chub fish. Right, we'll get it back and get the rod back out. Okay, we have what I would imagine will be a bream. Unfortunately. There it is. Another bream. Right, there it is. Another probably about £4 I guess. They've all been a similar size, 4 or 5. Right, we'll get that one hooked and get it back then. I think we've definitely got something on the end of here. I suspect it might be another bream though, that's the only thing. Here's another bream, they're becoming a bit of a pain now. Definitely feels like another bream. And I've literally only just recast this rod as well, which is really annoying. Oh no, it's a chub. Okay. I'm not so unhappy then if it's a chub. Don't think it's a very big chub, but it's a chub. So we'll have a look at it in a sec. Give it a quick rest. Right, well here's that chub. It's another good fish actually. Another good fish that is, isn't it? This one was £4.9. So we've had a 4.7, a 4.9 and a 5. That's a good old fish that is. Another nice chub. It's a shame there's not a few more barbel about, but certainly some good chub about, isn't there? Look at that. Nice chub. Quite a thick set fish as well that is. I can imagine that's going to be over 5 later on when it fattens up a bit. Right, let's get it back anyway and get the rod back out. Right, well it's just coming up to 12:30. It's been quite a hectic session to be honest so far. I think I've had 11 fish. So I've had 6 chub, 3 quite small, sort of a poundish, but 3 sort of decent size, 4.7, 4.9 and a 5. 4 bream I think it is, and 1 barbel, which was 8, what was it, 8.6. So it'd be good if we get a few more barbel, but it's certainly been a very busy night. I say it's 12:30 now, so but I've just had 2 fish, one after the other. Just had a bream and then followed that by a chub, so maybe they've woken back up a bit. So it's been a bit quiet since about 10:30. So I've had an hour and a half to 2 hours of sort of no activity, but it's just kicked off again. So hopefully we might get a few more through the night, and hopefully we might get a few barbel. So anyway, so that's the current status at 12:30. See you later. There's definitely another fish on here. Still resting that chub. That's how quick these fish are coming. Another bream. Just what we needed. Oh dear. Right, so we'll get that one hooked and get it back out. So here's that chub, and this is a real whopper. £5.9. That is a big old chub. Really is a chunky old fish. Unfortunately, I didn't get the fight. I thought my GoPro had started, but it hadn't. So I didn't actually get the fight on this one, but look at that for a fish. That's a real big bruiser of a chub, that is. Right, well, let's get it back and get the rod back out. There's definitely something on here. Pass it under that one. Not quite sure if it's a bream or a chub. I'm pretty sure we're not talking about a barbel. Here it comes, wherever it is. Another little chub. A bit smaller than the last few chub, I think. There we go. Another chub. Ooh. I think it's too big, this one. GoPro start recording. I was just trying to sort out that chub where the other rod's gone off. Oh, this one doesn't feel like a chub at the moment. So we've got a chub in the net, which I was just gonna have a proper look at, and this one's just gone off. It's actually coming in a bit easier now than I thought. Oh. And, this is some session, this is. In terms of fish, numbers of fish anyway. think this one probably is a barbel. I would imagine. Yeah, that's a barbel, isn't it? I'm going to try and get the barbel in the net with the chub. In that net with that chub. Oh yes. Okay, so we've now got a barbel and a chub in the net. Oh, what a night. Right, let's give them a few minutes and give myself a few minutes to sort myself out, and then we'll have a proper look. Right, well, we've got two fish now. We've got this little chub, £4.4. So I don't know how many chub we've had now, I can't remember, it's about 8 chub I think. But yeah, so a nice chub, £4.4. But then we've got this barbel. Look, oh, nearly lost it then. Look at that. Oh, that's a whopper, that is, isn't it? £13 1 ounce. That is a very nice fish. It's the first big fish I've had out of this section anyway. Look at that. Oh, 13.1. That's a very nice fish indeed. And what a session I'm having. Can't stop catching at the moment. Right, I'm going to get these back and get the rods back out. So here's that £13 barbel. Nicely rested. It's been resting for a while now. I think it's ready to go. So we'll let it go. There it goes. Off to fight another day. Thank you for popping over to see me. GoPro start recording. It was just shot off 4:39 in the morning. This is just shot off at quite some speed. This has got to be a barbel, the way it's shut off and the way it feels as well. I'm not sure if that was stuck then, but I think it's moving now. It's definitely moving now. slowly coming to me. And here she goes. There we go, in that net. Ooh, another barbel. Just put that down for a sec. We are having some night tonight. Right, just give that a few minutes and then we'll have a proper look. So here's that barbel, and it's another double. Just about, it's exactly £10. There we go. Look at that. Another beautiful Middle Trent barbel. £10 exactly. Look at that. Right, I'm going to get this back and get the rod back out. You definitely have something on here. Suspect it might be a bream or a small chub. Or is it even a roach? No, it's a small chub. Small chublet, I think. Your eyes were a bit too big for you. There we go. Which is how the session started, really, with 3 small chub. Now maybe we're going to finish with small chub as well. And we have a fish on here, I think. Yeah. It's not going to be very big though, but there is a fish on here. So we started yesterday evening with a series of small chublets, and I think we might be I think we're finishing this morning the way we started yesterday evening, with a number of small chublets. There we go. Oh god, the other one's going now. Let's get that one off. Morning. Nice cup of coffee. Well, that was a lot better than I expected. When I arrived yesterday evening, I walked the whole stretch below this peg. I think this peg's probably about number 8, and there was no anglers at all. So I took that as a bit of a negative, that nobody was around to fish. I didn't actually look below, But then while I was setting up, the bailiff came along, and he said that very little had been coming out, just the odd barbel, but not much. So he didn't give me much confidence. So it's about 6 o'clock I started. So in the first, I've got to look at my phone, there's that many fish. So between sort of 6 and sort of just gone 8, I had 3 small chub. It turns out there was a chap fishing just below me, a couple of pegs below me, but he'd only fished for a few hours and he'd blanked. And then he went home at dusk, which I thought was a bit odd. Just as dusk was approaching, about 20 past 8, the left hand rod, which had the 16mm boilie on, as the right hand rod had the 15, that one went off, and that was the first barbel, 8£6. We then had all the action on the right hand rod on the 15mm out in the middle. We had a £5 chub, and then some bream set in. We had 4 or 5 bream then up until sort of 12:30, with a few more chub thrown in between. And then in the early hours, I thought the left hand rod, which was down the inside, wasn't working. I just had that one fish and that was it, as the one out in the middle, or probably more 2/3, was catching loads. So I decided to put an 18mm on the left hand rod on a size 8 and chuck that out sort of into the middle, which turned out to be a good decision, because a few hours later that one shot off. So like the rods are still out. That one shot off, and that turned out to be a 13 pound 1/8 barbel. So that was definitely a good decision. In fact, at the time I was attending to a 4 pound 4/8 chub when that rod shot off, so I ended up with the chub and the barbel in the net at the same time. Then we had another barbel which was 10 pound dead on. And then, just like we started the session with small chub, we finished the session with a couple of small sort of 1 poundish chub this morning. So a pretty good session in the end. 18 fish, 10 chub up to 5 pound 9/8, 5 bream, and 3 barbel. Obviously the biggest being the 13. So that was a good, pretty good session, to be honest. Better than I expected, as I said. So pleased with that. I say it's only the second time I've been on this stretch, and the first time wasn't great. First time I was here, it was a couple of bream and a chub, and that was it. That was a good chub. I think it was 5.5 pound. So yeah, first time I've had barbel off this section, so really pleased about that. So I'm going to finish my coffee, then I'm going to pack up, and then I'm going to get off home, and I'm off on holiday next week, so won't be fishing for a few weeks. But if you're out, tight lines, and if you enjoy the video, subscribe, and see you all soon. Cheers.